It was a Friday night. Music filled the air, loud enough to drown conscience. Zara, a young woman in her early 20s, stood before the mirror. Her friends cheered, "You look stunning, Zara. Tonight you'll forget all your worries." Zara smiled weakly. Deep down, she felt an emptiness that glitter and glamour couldn't fill. Her hijab lay folded on the dresser, untouched for weeks. She stared at it briefly before shaking her head. "Not tonight," she whispered, as if silencing her own soul. The night roared with laughter, flashing lights, and reckless joy. But somewhere in the midst of the noise, Zara felt lost like a lone leaf in a storm. After the party, Zara decided to walk home alone. Her friends were too drunk to care. The city's brightness faded into darker streets. Suddenly, she noticed footsteps behind her, slow, deliberate, menacing. Her heartbeat raced. Fear gripped her chest. She turned, and in the dim glow of a streetlight, she saw two men following her. "Hey, beautiful, where are you going all alone?" One of them called. Zara's steps quickened. The air turned cold, the streets empty. She began to run. Panic consumed her until she stumbled into an old alley, gasping for breath. That's when she saw it, a small mosque. The door was open, light streaming out like hope itself. She entered, trembling. The imam, an elderly man, looked up in surprise. "Daughter, are you all right?" I was being followed," she managed to say. The imam guided her inside. "You are safe here." As she caught her breath, her eyes landed on a folded scarf left on a prayer mat. It was a hijab, simple, white, and glowing softly under the mosque lights. Her heart tightened. She picked it up, tears filling her eyes. Slowly, almost instinctively, she wrapped it around her head. If this story touched your heart, don't just watch, reflect. Share this message, inspire someone, and subscribe to our channel for more stories that awaken faith, courage, and hope. In that moment, peace descended upon her like a blanket. The fear vanished. The mosque's silence became her sanctuary. The night stretched long. The imam offered her water and spoke gently. "The hijab isn't just a cloth, my child. It's a reminder, a shield, a protection, a sign of purpose." Zara nodded slowly. "I used to wear it, but I thought it made me less beautiful." The imam smiled. "You were made beautiful by the one who created you. The hijab doesn't hide beauty, it preserves it." Outside, the men who followed her were caught by patrolling officers. Zara learned later that a woman was attacked in that same street hours before she arrived at the mosque. She shivered at the thought, if not for this hijab, if not for this night. As dawn broke, Zara performed ablution for the first time in years. She prayed with trembling sincerity, feeling as though each tear washed away her guilt. When she stepped out of the mosque, she no longer hid her face. The hijab flowed proudly in the morning breeze. Passers-by looked at her, but she no longer cared. In her heart, she whispered, "Last night, the hijab didn't just cover my head, it saved my soul." Weeks turned into months. Zara's life took a new turn. She began volunteering at the mosque, guiding young women who struggled with faith and identity. Her story spread like wildfire the night the hijab saved her soul, and every time she spoke to an audience, she ended with the same words. Sometimes salvation comes wrapped in a cloth. Never be ashamed of what protects you, for your hijab is not a barrier, it is a blessing.